recently watched M. Night Shyamalan's Signs for the first time, and I thought it was alright. I'll admit that other than The Sixth Sense, I haven't seen any of Shyamalan's films, largely because they tend to be poorly received, but I've heard he's made somewhat of a comeback in the mid-2010s onward. Anyway, it follows Mel Gibson as a widower and former priest raising his two children on a farm with the help of his younger brother, played by Joaquin Phoenix. After hearing noises from outside at night, they come across crop circles in their cornfield. Initially skeptical of attributing it to aliens, Mel Gibson changes his tune once these crop circles start appearing in other parts of the world, in addition to a broadcast showing undeniable proof of aliens. To me, the aliens didn't come across as much of a threat. I'm fine with them having little screen time as it makes the film more ominous, but when they do appear, they don't put up much of a fight. The alien Joaquin Phoenix fights doesn't even attack him once, on top of having difficulty breaking through wooden barriers, so they're definitely not tough. While they may be able to travel through space far beyond humanity's capabilities, they're otherwise not intelligent. They should have started by sending a small team to study the Earth rather than a full-scale invasion, which gave themselves away in the process, and if they did know they were vulnerable to water, they should have developed some kind of protection against it. While I wasn't crazy about the alien aspect, I did like the human aspect. I felt sympathy and empathy towards Mel Gibson, as losing one's spouse in such a manner would lead to challenging one's faith, and I could relate to his children as someone who spent the second half of my childhood in a single-parent household. Despite my criticisms, I don't think Signs is a bad movie. It's definitely more suspenseful than scary, and I like the atmosphere it provides with the lack of appearances the aliens have. I think this film has a lot in common with The Babadook, as the threats are rarely seen, the protagonist is a widowed parent, and they both deal with themes of grief, though I think The Babadook's execution is superior. I haven't seen much of Mel Gibson's filmography, but I'd be up to seeing his Mad Max films, and I've heard good things about Braveheart despite its historical inaccuracies. My favorite Joaquin Phoenix film would have to be Her, which I think is more relevant than ever since it's about a man who falls in love with an artificial intelligence.